I could not think of any place to be today than to be with Mama Ida. They are our family, and Baba and my late husband have been very close.
Even during a solemn national mourning, some details just can't go unnoticed. At the state funeral of Kenya's late former premier, Raila Odinga, one woman quietly stole the spotlight: Elizabeth Macheka Tsvangirai, the widow of Zimbabwe's late Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai. Her calm elegance, her poise, that simple yet striking outfit, everything about her screamed grace under pressure, and in no time, social media went wild. People flooded timelines saying things like, "That woman carries herself like royalty, even without trying, she outshone everyone," while others saying our First Lady could borrow a leaf from her. You know, Kenyans, even in the middle of a national tragedy, will still spot who brought the quiet class to the moment. Elizabeth isn't new to the public eye. She's been under the spotlight for over a decade. She's best known as the wife and now widow of the late Morgan Tsvangirai, Zimbabwe's longtime opposition leader and former prime minister. The two got married back in September 2012 in a ceremony that dominated headlines across southern Africa. At the time, their union drew mixed reactions, mostly because of the huge age gap between them. Morgan was a veteran politician, Elizabeth, the much younger bride from a prominent family. Morgan Tsvangirai's wife of 31 years, Susan Tsvangirai, tragically lost her life in a road accident that also involved her husband in 2009. The couple was on their way to a rally just days after Morgan had been sworn in as Prime Minister during one of Zimbabwe's most politically charged moments, alongside the late President Robert Mugabe. Morgan survived the crash with minor injuries, but the heartbreaking incident marked one of the darkest moments in his personal and political life. Also, during the time of their wedding, a woman came out to claim that she was legally married to the late Morgan Tsvangirai and wanted the wedding to Elizabeth Macheka Tsvangirai stopped. However, the court dismissed this. And as usual, the media didn't keep quiet. Some called her the young beauty who tamed the opposition lion. Others accused her of chasing status. You know how tabloids can be. When Morgan Tsvangirai passed away in 2018, Elizabeth was thrust into the public eye all over again, this time as a widow trying to navigate life under the heavy gaze of the public.
Tsvangirai friend, known throughout Africa, they were two friends. And today, with us here today, that I'll give time to speak to us, Baba Mr. Odinga.
There were reports of family disputes and inheritance drama, with whispers claiming parts of the Tsvangirai family disowned her after Morgan's death. Now, to be clear, most of these claims come from Zimbabwean tabloids and gossip blogs. Nothing was ever officially confirmed in court, but the stories definitely made her name trend more than once. Through it all, she kept her cool. Elizabeth reinvented herself, quietly building her own reputation as a businesswoman and philanthropist, while maintaining that aura of grace people can't stop talking about. Her social media pages often show glimpses of her life, polished, modest, and inspiring. She also shares her birthday photos of her grandchildren, her daughters. I mean, she looks good. You can't even tell she's a granny at 49. Fast forward to 2025, and suddenly Elizabeth is trending in Kenya. Her appearance at Raila Odinga's state funeral caught everyone off guard. She wasn't loud, she wasn't overdressed, but she carried herself with a quiet confidence that turned heads all over.
They are our family, and Baba and my late husband have been very close. So I mourn with people of Kenya today the loss of a great man, father of democracy. I thank you.
Many saw her presence as deeply symbolic, the widow of Zimbabwe's opposition hero showing solidarity with the family of Kenya's opposition icon. Both men, Raila and Tsvangirai, fought long, hard political battles for democracy in their countries. So for Elizabeth Tsvangirai to attend, it wasn't just about showing up, it was about respect and unity across borders, considering Raila Odinga and her wife Edgar went for Tsvangirai's funeral in 2018. After the funeral, Elizabeth Tsvangirai paid a courtesy visit to Kenya's National Assembly, where she was received by Speaker Moses Wetangula. She signed the visitors' book and shared messages of condolence with Parliament. Photos of the meeting were quickly posted online, and guess what? They went viral too. At this point, Elizabeth's PR team don't even need to lift a finger. Kenyan social media, or rather Kenyans on social media, are doing all the work. They've really flocked her comments. People admired how she blended solemn respect with quiet sophistication, the kind that doesn't scream for attention but earns it effortlessly. And you know Kenyans, tutachambua kila kitu. From her shoes to her smile, everything was analyzed. One comment reads, "Thank you, Madam Elizabeth, for standing with Mama Ida, sending this hero. Raila, his way has made me know people. I didn't know you until I saw a video of you confusing the Deputy President of Kenya and other male dignitaries on that podium as you shook President Ruto's hand. It's not just your elegant dressing, something must kill a man, even in funeral." Another one asks, "Why did you confuse our president and deputy president? They almost fight for you." Another comment says, "Kenya loves beautiful things and you are one of those things. The most empathetic woman have seen in a really long time. Humble." Another comment says, "Kenyan girlies loved Elizabeth." Another one says, "Never in my dream life did I ever see a woman so beautiful, classy, demure, and Elizabeth is that woman." And lastly, "This woman is beyond beautiful, some pretty doll, my lord." At the end of the day, Elizabeth Macheka Tsvangirai is more than just the widow of a political icon. She represents a resilience, a woman who's faced public scrutiny, loss, and endless headlines, yet still walks with her head held high. She's proof that influence isn't always about politics or power, sometimes it's about presence. So, what do you think? Did Elizabeth Tsvangirai steal the show at Raila's funeral, or was it just the internet doing what it does best, finding a new star at every event? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us on Telegram, BNN, Basic, for more stories just like this one. Also, if you'd like to advertise with us, for adverts, reach out to us on Telegram at BNN MarketBot. Catch you next time.
So, after more than 15 years of just wearing wigs, I just decided to light my hair, put a weave, and I want to